Hello, my name is William. I'm not a physicist or a mathematician or a formally trained philosopher. In fact, I would describe myself as uneducated in the sense that I haven't gone through the academic tracks that most people would expect for someone talking about the nature of reality. And yet, for as long as I can remember, I've had a strange kind of vision, a way of seeing things that, at the time, I couldn't explain. A mental lens that allowed me somehow to sense the structure of existence in a way that felt real. I know that might sound unusual or even arrogant, but I want to make something very clear from the start. I am not claiming to know anything in a conventional scientific sense. What I have is intuition, insight, a mind's eye awareness. And my goal is simple: to see if these intuitions can be verified, clarified, or even extended by learning the methods of science. I want to share this journey with you, to explore reality, not just from intuition, but from careful, deliberate study, to bridge what my mind imagines with what physics, mathematics, and philosophy can rigorously describe. I've often wondered what it means to truly know something. Is it enough to feel it in the mind? Or do you need equations, proofs, measurements? The truth, I believe, lies somewhere in between. Ideas without rigor remain dreams. Rigor without vision remains lifeless. And I want to work at the intersection of both. Let me try to explain one of my core visions. Imagine yourself as a human being, existing in 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. In your everyday life, you only ever perceive one side of things at a time. A cube, for example, you can see one face, maybe 2 at an angle. You move around it, rotate it in your mind, and gradually build a sense of the whole. Now, imagine if there were a 4th spatial dimension, a way of perceiving all sides of that cube at once. Not just rotating it in your head, but actually seeing it fully, simultaneously. Every face, every edge, every corner, at the same time. That's the first layer of what I perceive in my mind's eye, a kind of higher dimensional awareness of 3-dimensional reality. And then, something even more profound happens. If I extend this idea to time, which we often consider a separate, linear dimension, I see myself differently. Imagine a worm stretching from birth to death, with each segment representing a single moment of my life. Not a metaphorical worm, but a literal sequence of slices, stacked, one after another, extending from the moment I was conceived to the moment that I will die. From the outside, from this higher dimensional perspective, I can see all slices at once. Not just a 3D view of me at one moment, but every me in all moments of existence, simultaneously. The baby, the child, the adolescent, the adult, the old man. Every frame, every instance, existing together as one extended form in space-time. To me, this is reality as I intuitively perceive it. A block universe, in a sense, one where all times exist at once, and consciousness moves through these slices, experiencing one frame at a time. I know this sounds unusual. It might even sound impossible. But my point isn't to convince you that this is objectively true. My point is to show that this is what I see in my mind's eye, and that my next step is to study, carefully and rigorously, physics, mathematics, philosophy, to see if they can account for such a vision. And so I will learn. I have already started. Physics, mathematics, philosophy, special relativity, quantum mechanics, the philosophy of time, geometry, concepts like twistors and amplituhedrons, which sound abstract and almost magical, but which mathematicians and physicists are exploring as real possibilities. I want to map my intuitions onto these frameworks, to see where they fit, where they clash, if they fit at all, and if they might suggest something new. I have someone whose journey inspires me greatly. Kurt Jamungal, a thinker and communicator who began with curiosity, seemingly with no formal authority, who's gradually built a platform for exploring profound ideas. He struggled, learned, and grew, all whilst being honest about where he started. Watching him showed me that it's possible to start from intuition, from curiosity, from a mind hungry to understand, and gradually build something credible. That's my model, my inspiration, my guide. So this channel will be simple. No frills, no flashy edits. I will narrate my thoughts, overlay diagrams, images, and explanations. I will be honest about what I understand, what I don't, and what I'm actively learning. I will explore my visions of reality, the mental models I perceive, and how they might connect with established science. You will see me make mistakes. You will see me rethink ideas. You will see me slowly translate intuition into something rigorous. And if this resonates with you, I hope you'll follow along, not because I claim authority, but because curiosity itself is worth exploring. I believe that the universe is richer and stranger than most of us can or ever will perceive. That the mind can intuit patterns and truths that our senses cannot fully grasp. And that with careful study and honest exploration, we can begin to bridge intuition and formal understanding. This is my journey. I am untrained, I'm curious, and I have visions I wish to explore rigorously. I will try to verify them, challenge them, and learn from the process. And I hope in doing so, we can glimpse something deeper about the nature of reality together.